Hello and welcome to 7 Minutes of Inspiration with Seven. You're watching me, Latasha Guy. You're either catching me on my Facebook, Instagram, or you're catching me on my YouTube. This is like take 3. I'm telling y'all, it's raw and real. It's raw and real. It's a pleasure each week that I'm able to get on and post and share those things that maybe I'm able to encourage someone else with. 7 Minutes of Inspiration is dedicated to the motivating and encouragement of others through those real life situations that we all sometimes face. And life is real. So when I have to go through multiple takes, I have to realize life is real. This is literally me in the form, me fixing my hair. I'm telling y'all, I did like 3 takes. And so I just at this point had to realize I'm going with the message because it is the message that matters. And so today I want to speak on the topic of loyalty. Loyalty is something that a lot of us discuss. We discuss it with our friends. We discuss it with our family. We often discuss it with our coworkers. What loyalty means to us, how we've experienced loyalty, how sometimes someone has broken a loyalty bond that we have formed with them. But I just wanted to look at loyalty from a different sense because I hear about loyalty all the time. But the first time a message hits my heart, the first thing I want to do is look it up for myself. And so when I began to look up loyalty, the definition of loyalty basically gave me a breakdown of it's being faithful to one's oath. Marriage, for example, engagement or obligation. Loyalty requires flexibility. And when I begin to think about flexibility, I'm like, okay, you got to know that there's going to be some good and bad. So I'm going to take that maybe does mean flexibility. Being loyal also requires attractiveness. People have to be attractive to whatever vision or mission it is that you're trying to get them to support in order for them to want to be loyal. It talked about fun, being fun, loyalty, helping people to build memories, helping them to build memories helps to keep them engaged. And so, when I begin to think about loyalty, keeping it fun, the attractiveness of it, being faithful through good times and bad times, those are those times when, guys, seriously, you may be calling that person that's down in the dumps. And so when you begin to talk to that person that maybe is down in the dumps, you don't see that fun side of the loyalty that you're trying to have with that person. And so, we have to be careful when we do want people to be loyal. We want to make sure that we're always presenting our best self. Are we being real? Yes, we are being real, but we have to realize there's a time and place. And when we're on a mission, the last thing we want to do is draw people away by not presenting our best version of ourselves. So then, I look deeper into loyalty. Loyalty, when you've connected with something that you want to support, a mission, a cause, it's going to have to be something that engages you, catches your attention. It feels good connecting with this thing, this purpose, this mission, this plan. You don't necessarily have to, and this was the part that was most interesting to me. It said that you don't necessarily have to love someone to remain loyal to them. But if someone loves you, then you expect them to be loyal to you. So you can be loyal to someone without, loving them. You're loyal to you may be loyal to their cause, their mission, what it is that they do, the things that they support, those things that they rally for, but you're loyal to their mission. But it talked about love is essential. It's more loyalty is more essential than the actual love, because if a person is actually loyal to you, the last thing they're going to want to do is let you down. Loyalty helps to build trust. Is when we don't have trust, trust, as I promise you, you really don't have much. Loyalty helps to create love, because in love, trust is accomplished in that mission, and it takes someone being loyal to you in order to make that vision come to life. It also talked about loyalty is the ability to put others before yourself and stick with them through good and bad times. So a lot of times when we hear people say that they're done, cutting us off, maybe it was something major, maybe it was something that was not so major. You just have to ask yourself, was there really a loyalty or a bond between you guys as far as a relationship? If it's a business, if it's a service, I get it. You can only be loyal for so long, because we're going to talk about that. Loyalty definitely has limits. You know, you don't want to ride until the wheels fall off, because they fall off and you're on there. You could be in serious trouble. Know that loyalty does have a limit. And I took notes, guys, so forgive me if I'm flipping through some things. But again, loyalty does have a limit. And it talked about, how do you show loyalty? You show loyalty by being honest. Be honest with people. Be honest about what it is that you want to support. If you don't support it, you don't support it. Period. That is my opinion. I don't care. I don't care if it's in my household. You ask me to support it, I'm going to be honest with you. If I don't like it, I don't like it. If I ain't digging it, I ain't digging it. If I ain't feeling it, I ain't feeling it. Trustworthy. People have to have the ability to trust you. So be trustworthy. It's called integrity, doing the right thing even when no one's watching, because you never know who's watching to see if you really are a trustworthy person. Be supportive. Being supportive doesn't mean that you got to bend over backwards and turn cartwheels and be there for every mission and every cause. But being supportive when you can, being supportive when you have the time, taking the time to give back, not just wanting people to be loyal to you, but you're not being loyal to others. And it also requires that we be generous when we're loyal. Be generous with your time. Don't keep reminding a person how many hours you dedicated to the mission to help them. Don't keep reminding a person all the times you did something special for them. Let them live with what you bless them with. Don't keep reminding them, because if God were to keep reminding us of all the things that he's done for us, whoo, Jesus, it would be daily. So maintain your healthy boundaries and being generous and being supportive, but do not negotiate with being trustworthy and being honest. So that you can be loyal in a productive way. Overcommitting, we've talked about it before, and under delivering seriously will wear you out. I mean, you say you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that, and then you don't make all this stuff, and then you feel like you're not loyal, and then you feel like people are feeling some type of way behind their back. It doesn't matter. Put you first. You know, I did want to leave you guys with, you know, who cares? You're doing this for you. You know, when you're being loyal to a mission and you've given all that you can give, and you have to say no, who cares? You're doing it for you. You're doing it for your rest. You're doing it for your sanity. You're doing it for your time. You need me time, and you don't need to feel bad about it. It is what it is. You don't have time to participate in everything. Figure out what you can support, and don't worry about the rest. You cannot cater to the pity party of others. God will send them more supporters. God will send them people to be there for that particular mission that they're on. But realize that you're on a mission as well. You can't overexhaust yourself. And so, you know, one of the things I wanted to end with was, know that your loyalty has a limit. Being loyal is normal, because it's called being human. We do have those people in our life that we're loyal to. You know, for me, it is my family, my immediate family, my mom, my sibling. All of that stuff comes first. Everything falls in line after. There's other things that I'm committed to and I have to be loyal to, but not to the point where I'm going to lose myself. Not even when it comes to my family. I'm not going to be loyal to the point where I lose myself, because, you know, unfortunately, you know, loyalty is reciprocated. So make sure wherever you're giving that loyalty to, or where you're giving it out to, or whatever mission and causes that you're being a part of, that it's pouring back into you. Those people that you're pouring into, they're pouring back into you, or that you're finding someone that can, because you just can't be out here running on loyalty and there ain't no fill-ups. You got to stop and get that fill-up. Growing up, you're taught to be loyal to your siblings. Be loyal to your teams when you're in school. Be loyal to your culture as a people. We're taught to be loyal at all times. The problem lies when we continue to be loyal to things long after the object of affection is gone. We're no longer even into it. We're just doing it out of obligation, guys, and we got to stop that. Yeah, I know it's a new year. Fourth quarter is coming to an end. But this year, as it ends, because nothing's going to change when January 1st, 2020 hits, when this year ends, you better make sure that you're thinking about you first. God first, and then yourself. And let the rest fall in order. Because I'm telling you, you'll be down on your back, and those folks you thought was going to be loyal to you, they're not going to be. They're on their own mission now. They've ran that journey as far as they can go. So we hate to let go, because sometimes it can look like for us that it's a poor character. We're wrong. We don't know what they're going to say behind our back when we do choose to walk away. But hey, it is what it is. Who cares? Somebody always going to be talking. If they talking, you're relevant. So that's a good thing. And don't worry about being perceived as a traitor. It is what it is. Put you first. Worry about your energy. Worry about where you're going and what you got to accomplish. You can't accomplish your mission and everyone else's. Loyalty has a limit. You can't be loyalty to the point of losing yourself, guys. We can't lose ourselves trying to be loyal. And so, again, it's been a blessing to speak with you. I spoke from my heart on today with a few tidbits of notes because I always like to make sure that I'm researching stuff from a standpoint, even when I've perceived it to be some way that, you know, in the natural sense, in the spiritual sense, God is showing me something else. There's limits on loyalty. You know, we got to start taking care of ourselves mentally, physically. We've got to worry about our own households. We've got to help others when we can. We got to be generous when we can. We got to make wanting to be around us fun and attractive so that we can attract that right type of energy and so that we can go forward in those missions and plans and purposes that have been ordained over our life. So enjoy the rest of your week. I leave you with, as always, refuse to live less than blessed because that's what you've been called. And guess what? You're amazing.